Elizabeth is a film that's been on my to-watch list for many years. I've heard really good things. This movie has an all-star cast of Cate Blanchett, Jeffrey Rush, Daniel Craig, a lot of people in this movie, Vincent Cassel, Joseph Fiennes. Many people are in this movie. It's really good. It held my attention. Period piece, but it feels almost like a gangster movie. That's the weird thing about this movie. Elizabeth is the illegitimate half-sister of the throne, and when she inherits the throne, basically everyone's on her ass all the time. They want her to get married to either Spain or France, or they want her to, go to war, do this or that. There always seems to be, someone with a hidden agenda always trying to get in her way until she finds an ally in Walsingham. And he is the only one that shoots straight and, demands, he doesn't demand anything of her. He has very little power, but he has a lot of influence. So he ends up helping her sort of gain a sort of stranglehold on her regime. And the movie explores a lot of different things, but it does feel like more like a gangster movie. If you were to take this movie and put it in modern day, it would seem like, a really good crime thriller. And I guess that's really cool because usually when you think of period piece films, you don't think of struggles for power and political intrigue. Usually it's coming of age stuff. But you got your Merchant of Venice in there sometimes. And this movie has a little bit of violence, but it's a lot of political intrigue and really good acting for sure. You can definitely, recall some of the moments. There's a lot of moments in this movie that pretty much make it feel like a crime thriller film, which is really cool. I really like that. It was like a hybrid of sorts. And I don't know, let me see who wrote this. No, can't see. There's a sticker from the library covering who wrote it. But yeah, the movie was definitely really enjoyable. Really good production values and everything. I definitely enjoyed this movie, and I definitely recommend it. So I give Elizabeth a 7.5 out of 10. Elizabeth, The Golden Age is the sequel to the film Elizabeth. Same director, Cate Blanchett is back, as is Jeffrey Rush. And this movie is a tad different from the first film. The first film seemed less like a period piece drama and more of a gangster film. Not a gangster, but like a crime thriller film, like hidden assassination attempts, intrigue, political intrigue, a queen unsure of herself. And this sequel takes place sometime later. Queen Elizabeth is now still trying to deal with the Spanish, and the villains are there. However, the movie just feels a little bit light on plot. Even though the movie's a full 2 hours long, it does have things going on. It just doesn't really feel like anything's happening. There is some subplots here and there involving Walter Raleigh, and it's really like melodramatic stuff that doesn't really matter. It doesn't really affect the plot. The main sort of battle with the Spanish is also a little bit underwhelming as well. There's some great music. The music is really great. It is also used in Man of Steel trailer 2. But overall, yeah, Elizabeth the Golden Age is very shallow. Doesn't have the same complexity and of the first film. There are some really cool moments that carry on. For example, Elizabeth is really hesitant to kill her rival Mary Queen of Scots because, she was on the chopping block in the first film. She knows what it's like to have the dagger above your throat. But overall, this movie, besides Cate Blanchett's performance and the music, doesn't have much else going on. So I have to give Elizabeth the Golden Age a 6 out of 10.